What's up, guys? So today we are bringing to the table one armbar setup that it's actually a late setup in a situation where my opponent is getting to manage my legs, sent over the head, and then he's starting to sit up to escape from my armbar. We started the video. I'm gonna show you guys what the opponent or the training partner is working to do in this situation. We have the Juji Gatame here. So, I'm either working with my 3/4 there, or either this type of setup, or also I'm trying to break him with this type of setup. Whatever you guys working here, it's allowed. So maybe as well, if you guys are facing someone pretty good and you have both legs wrapping your opponent's far shoulder, maybe he can cut his elbow inside and then send things around. So what the opponent and training partner wants to do, walk with his hips, send his legs to the side, and lock hands, push the knee, and then start sit up, beating my knee like that, smashing and getting on top, right? So it happens a lot, and we have to have an answer for this situation. So first thing you guys want to learn from this position, when we are trying to break the opponent's elbow, Juji Gatame, we are always finding some type of lock where I can isolate his shoulder in a way that he can't rotate his shoulder to escape with, rotate his elbow to escape from Juji. So if I'm just extending his arm with no type of lock, you can lock your hands. So he always gonna get flip his hand, and because his shoulder is loose and free to work, he can always rotate in different directions and escape from a Juji. So when he has these hands locked and I'm working in a good way, leaning back, and he's able to push my knee to outside, and he started to sit up to beat my knee, what I should do in here, I should do my best not to fight against his arm and extend his arm right away. I have to do my best to recreate pressure against his shoulder. So of course we are looking to break the elbow. This is Juji Gatame, this is armbar. But once he's starting to sit up and beat my knee, so there's no reason to just extend his arm without having connection here. Because if I extend his arm and he manages to send his head around, so I can't break anymore because his shoulder is free. So how can I lock his shoulder and finish in this position? So once my opponent sends my legs to the side, I have to, as a late reaction, I have to connect my feet because I know he wants to sit up. I know he wants to beat my knee. The only answer I have in here to keep controlling his shoulder is connect my feet. So I have to keep holding his arm and bring everything in like here. So when I start bringing my knees against my chest and I back heel with my feet connected, I can readjust my lock against my opponent's shoulder, giving me the chance again to break his elbow. Because if I'm not locking his shoulder, I'm not going to break his elbow. He's always gonna flip or spin around and escape from a Juji. So once he's sitting up and I bring everything in, I can get here some very good lock again. I think we gotta change. Turn a little bit, yeah, right here. So when he's beating my legs and he's sitting up, I have to back heel everything and connect feet and bring knees against the chest. Once Fernando is getting up on his feet to escape, he's turning his hand like here because he wants to embrace my upper body and hug my head. So when he exposes his elbow against my outside hip, because he's turning his thumb and this is what he wants to do, so I'm just able to finish this position and get the armbar in here because I'm back heeling, I'm bringing my knees towards my chest and my feet are connected. So if I figure 4, my hip is not in the right place. So as you guys can see, his elbow is outside my hip. So there's no breaking in here. Even if I push out, it's gonna be really hard to break, and it's not gonna happen because he's gonna flip his hand and escape from a Juji. So if I have my feet connected and everything close to my chest, the more he gets up, the more I follow him. Look at here. So just because I have my knees close to my chest, I can protect the inside position. Move back. So as I have this inside position and he's turning his hand to escape, when he sits up, he's always exposing the break on my outside hip. It's super easy. The more he sits up, the more he exposes the break. Either early break like here, before he gets on the knees. I can break him outside, just pointing my knees towards his head like here, and then pushing his hand outside. So I'm breaking his elbow against my outside hip because I have my feet connected. I don't have like this. So the primary leg is a leg which is covering the shoulder, and the second leg comes over this feet, and I can come and break. And the second break we can also apply here is when he's getting up on his knees and standing up to stack me or apply pressure in here. So I can also break him outside. Move back. So if in this process he's not getting to stand up and he's still there, he's trying to pendulum to stand up, boom. But we are doing a good job being heavy with the legs in here and he's not getting there. So what he gonna try to do? He's gonna try flip his hand outside and spin all around to also escape from this position. Boom. Perfect. Move back. So as I have this setup that I'm working since the beginning, move back. Boom. Since the beginning, we are here. He sends my leg to the other side, so I can show everything back healing, bringing this against the chest, and we are leaning back to break. He flips his hand because he's not getting to sit up and he wants to go out. What I should do, pinch my feet on the ground, lean towards the direction he's going, and then because he's exposing his own elbow against my inside hip, I can always get the break in here. How I get the break? I just, instead of lean as I was doing before, my outside knee towards his body to break outside. So he's flipping his hand and I'm exposing my inside leg towards his elbow. So I'm pointing things outside, and here we can get this break. Even if he keeps spinning, trying to escape from this, it's a pain in the ass to escape and spin because I'm breaking his elbow all the time. So the more he turns, the more pressure he's applying on himself in this break. So let's say he feels that it's not gonna work. He flips back and he tries to sit up. What I do? Everything against the chest and I break outside. I'm not breaking yet, so he gets to stand up on the knees. I keep breaking outside. And I just manage to push his hand. Just grab him like here. I push his hand and I always use the inside area of my hips to get the break. Or either inside hip against elbow when he flips towards inside, or when he points finger outside, we break his elbow on my outside hips. So I think it's pretty much that. Should I show again? What do you think? Yeah. I can show again, yeah. I like armbars. So as we spoke before, so the main goal in Juji Gatame is lock the shoulder to be able to break the elbow. So once either your opponent is pretty tough, so let's say that he managed to send my leg through and he's sitting up, what I should do in situations like here, back heel and connect feet. So I bring knees towards the chest, so he wants to sit up, so what I should do, lean back and fight against his shoulder. So I'm controlling his shoulder by back heeling and stepping on my own foot like here. So feet connected, everything in. So he flips his hand to escape, I break outside. He feels the dangerous, he's not getting to sit up, he flips his thumb out and he wants to run, no problem. I point my knees out and I expose my inside hip against his elbow. So I break that, boom. So he feels he's not going to escape, he flip again and he tries to sit up. Right now he gets up on his knees, no problem, boom. We have this situation where just by dragging a little bit his hand against my hips, I'm gonna be able to expose elbow against one side of my hip. So remember, the main point about Juji is lock the shoulder. Once you lock the shoulder, you can break the elbow. In this situation, we are not having a great shoulder lock until we connect the feet. If we connect the feet, even in the air, we have the core really solid. If we figure 4 here, it's hard to be as strong as if we have feet connected. If my feet are connected, I'm really strong to have this type of motion and move my legs around and pinch my knees. So if I just back here, if I just figure four, it's not that strong. If I just scissor, it's not that strong. But if I connect feet, it's always a great way to build up some amazing body strength, body posture, and then break your opponent's elbow. Enjoy it.